In the soft light of Paris in 1947, a 19-year-old French girl named Renée Breton stepped into a new world of fabric and form, joining Christian Dior as one of his first house mannequins, just as the fashion world was craving transformation. Fresh after war, women wanted to reclaim elegance, to rediscover what beauty meant beyond utility. And she became, almost overnight, a vessel for that yearning, as Dior's New Look emerged with its full skirts, cinched waists, padded hips and shoulders, the bar jacket becoming a symbol not only of couture's revival, but of femininity, reimagined through structure and softness together. Renée Breton, petite, with a heart-shaped face and quiet dignity, moved through those early salons with discipline. The same dressing table in Dior's cabine, the delicate hush of fabric falling around her, fittings after fittings. Then the return home in modest clothes, often by bus, to her apartment near Port Maillot, preferring the texture of routine to flashing lights of publicity. Though Dior's ideal, she was not just his. She also modeled for other maisons and appeared in editorials beyond Dior's salons, walking runway and posing in photo shoots for fashion magazines, wearing gowns and suits from other designers, appearing in coats, evening dresses, suits trimmed in contrast, even flared double-breasted coats by designers outside of the house she is most associated with, proving her versatility and the grace she carried beyond one signature style. As the 1950s advanced, she continued to give life to Dior's evolving silhouette, to the ligne tunics, the sweeping skirts, dramatic evening gowns and simple day suits, but also to the changing faces of fashion photography and magazine layout. Under cameras for Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, L'Officiel in Paris, later in New York, each image showing how she could embody both artifice and authenticity, showing how shadow and light played on crisp fabrics, on shimmering silk, on tailored wool, on delicate drape or sculpted folds. When Dior died in 1957, she felt the pulse of the house change. The atelier walls echoed differently. Unable to return in the same way, she moved to New York, signed with Ford Models, confronting another pace, another set of expectations. More flash, more reach, more commerce. Yet holding on to the structural poise she had learned in Paris, the belief that a garment reveals much of its maker when it is carried with integrity. In America, she continued, fashion shows, editorials, walking between grand haute couture images and the marketplaces of style, transitioning over time from modeling into positions behind the scenes, into sales, into fashion retail, working with designers, learning the tension between artistic ideal and the everyday wearer of clothes. She married, carried on her work. Even when the bookings slowed, she never seemed to lose that clarity. The way she stood, the way a coat fell around her shoulders, the line of a silhouette on her frame, the quiet confidence that beauty demands patience. Renée Breton passed away in New York in 1979 at the age of 51, leaving no flamboyant memoir, no ostentatious public fanfare, but something more enduring. A legacy woven into the folds of fabric, preserved in photographs where detail matters, in archives where the silhouette of a bar jacket still teaches proportion, in vintage pages where even a day suit or a coat by another house shows how her presence transformed clothing into statement, style into story. Her life reminds us that fashion history is written not only by designers, but by those who carry designs into reality, that a model's grace is in service of form as much as of image, that noise fades, but elegance rooted in discipline, humility, presence, persists. And maybe that's what makes her unforgettable. that quiet mystery of the models from that era, women with faces not sculpted for perfection, but alive with something else, something we can't name. Was it strength? Was it serenity? Or maybe it was simply the kind of beauty that cannot be designed, only revealed.